An increasingly popular manifold for circle track applications and street applications are the LT1 manifolds. They're a little bit better performing manifold than the log manifolds, and they fit some more applications because they go over the plugs, and if you have a different type of a motor mount, the log manifold won't work. So these are a good alternative. Now the LT1 manifolds we offer only in modified form. Again, we can modify your manifolds. The modifications we do to them are quite extensive. This is the most extensively modified manifold that we have, and let me show you the difference between the stock ones and the modified ones. The stock ones that we work with on the driver's side, we have to use used manifolds. They're nothing available new. So you can see the transformation here. This is what we typically start with a used manifold, and this is what we have when we're done with the manifold. Okay, same manifold, only modified. The port openings are modified. We'll get into that a little bit more. The horn area is modified extensively. We machine this for our gasketless adapter. So we have to machine this, reverse stone it out, repair bolt holes. Some of the manifolds on this side have a really large flange, which is fine. We machine most of that flange off, and then we machine it for the gasketless adapter. Now, as far as mounting these onto the heads, the stock LT1 doesn't have a hole here, and it doesn't have a hole here. Okay, so if you have a conventional set of heads that doesn't have 8 bolt holes for the exhaust, you only can get 4 in, and then you have to run some type of a silly adapter, which a lot of tracks won't let you do. Well, we solved that for you. We put a couple extra holes on. So we drill that hole and we drill this hole. So on the driver's side, you can get all 6. In, or all 8 if you have maybe a set of heads that has 8 bolt holes. But you're not going to have any issues with sealing. And as far as the port openings are concerned, you can see the big difference in the size. So this is a template we use after they got done CNC machined, and that's the size of the stock manifold. And this here, we put this on the modified manifold, and that's the size of the stock manifold. So there's quite a bit of difference. When we modify these, we modify them so they fit every small block Chevrolet head, from a Vortec head to a 200 Iron Eagle cylinder head. They will fit. They will bolt on, and the ports will not misalign. Meaning, if you just bolt these onto a set of EQ 350Is or a set of 200 Iron Eagles, the exhaust ports are going to block, the exhaust ports on the exhaust manifold are going to block the flow out of the cylinder heads because the ports are not correctly lined up. Okay, but we take care of that for you. So the other side would be the passenger side. Now this manifold we can buy brand new. Okay, this is a brand new manifold that's modified. We also drilled extra bolt holes. We cannot get this one in because of the port. So on this side, if you have a conventional head, you can only get 5 bolts in. Most guys just run it with 5 and they're fine. You can run those adapter plates, although not very many people do. But we do drill this one extra bolt for you. Now, the difference between a stock manifold and a modified manifold is quite frankly startling. Okay, striking. Okay, look at the port opening difference. Okay, this is a brand new Dorman manifold. Here we've drilled the extra bolt holes in it, and then the horn area. This for a gasketless adapter. Okay, a lot of work goes into these manifolds, as you can see. And when you get them, all the holes are plug free also. We plug this hole, plug all of the holes in the manifold, so when you take them out of the box, you can go ahead and put them on your race car. We also have a gasketless adapter for this. It's a different size than the log manifold with the Chevy or the Corvette manifolds. And that goes on here like so, and then we supply you with a launch hardware. Your flange fits on, and again, this is the starting point for your exhaust system. Go back to the log manifold video, we talk about the 2-into-1 collector, the 2-into-1 system, but this would be the starting point for your system. We have 90s and 45s and mandrel bent pipes. And everything that we talked about in the log manifold video pertaining to the 2-into-1 works with the LT1. You want to run the 2 exhaust pipes into 1 collector, get it into the collector as quickly as you can. Or if you can't run a 2-in-1 collector, run a balance tube, it's sometimes called an H-pipe. So we typically have these manifolds in stock. You can also modify your manifolds. And again, I would rather see you on a race car, spend a lot of money on, more money and resources on the exhaust system before you get into the manifolds. That's generally the right advice for the log manifolds. With these LT1 manifolds, you have to do a lot of work to these just to get them to fit on your race car. So you don't want to put a set of stock LT1 manifolds on something like a 350i or a Dart SS or a Dart Iron Eagle, because it's going to block the ports. So you almost have to modify these things in order to get them to work effectively on some of those cylinder heads.